Anita, I swear, I never met Jackson. Damn right you didn't. Hey, you cool in there, Doc? Fine, no need for needles, right, Sarge? Lois gonna hear it from me. They're gone. Start talking, cause I'm tired of fighting. 7 years ago, I was working in Little Mouse when I was contacted by an informant. He had information on Jackson. He's no informant, he's a kid. Anyway, he found a bottle of encrypted IMC files backpacking. A hacker's holy grail. Turns out, mine too.
Name Jackson Williams, IMS Hestia, Gridiron.
Yeah, I can go with you. Help you extract the files. In return, you give me access. I work alone, kid. It's hard to survive alone, I know. Gets easier when you're the only one left. I took the drive the kid made to decrypt Jackson's message and headed to the boat. It was on this island, maybe you heard of it. Place called King's Canyon. The kid was right, it's filed to the rafts with schematics, playbooks, manuals, but I only needed one file, and it turns out I didn't have to rely on hope after all, because it wasn't a phone call I was looking for.
This message is for General Felicia Williams and Sergeant Ronald Williams of Gridiron. Hi Mom, hi Dad. I bet you never thought you'd see this old ugly mug again. I miss you.
And I no longer needed hope, now I'm gonna have visual confirmation, but that relief was short-lived. I wanted to avoid the fight, but then I remembered. I left the kid's flash drive behind, downloading Jackson's video. And whoever this stranger is, they just took it. Fine, guess we'll fight. Now what? Arsonists. Former IMC covering their tracks. I stay hidden. My new friend didn't. I never forget a face. It was you, Wraith. Place went up in flames. I stick around to sift through the wreckage, but the drive was gone. So were you. Wrong, Wraith. Has to be. That's the night she saved me. I don't know who she is. I'm talking about you. Anita, actually, I know what happened here. It wasn't me. I mean, she is me. I'll explain later. All that matters is that I think I can help you. Maybe even the skills. You don't get it, do you? This is why I didn't say anything. It's always something. A prowler, a stampede, a trident of armed thugs. You. I get close and then it slips through your fingers at the last second. You're right, Anita. What could I possibly know about that? I can't pay you. I don't want your money. Just your word. I'll help you find your family. You help me find mine. I can live with those terms. So we're squad mates again. Wrong, Wraith. We're partners. Meanwhile, back in Malta. Chico's Hotel! Whoa, is this about shipping you and fools? Please, no ship shaming. Quit your wenching. I had to ask you about the museum hostage crisis. My brother was framed. It's time you and I compare notes about what really went down that night. Next, measuring the marigolds. Welcome back, my legends, and today I'm going to explain the whole Wrong Wraith and how it fits in the timeline of Apex Legends. So let's begin. So to simplify what happened in the Boywalker trailer, the one important fact you need to know is that in the end of the trailer, Boywalker and Wraith switch universes. Boywalker stayed in Wraith's universe where the IMC won the war to get revenge on Dr. Singh's, and the Wraith we're playing in the game stayed in Boywalker's universe, which also is the Titanfall Apex universe, to find out who she is. And if you don't get it, here's a diagram. So now that you understand that very important detail that a lot of people were confused about, let me explain everything else. For the longest time, we assumed that Boywalker had a connection with crypto because Boywalker had a flash drive with his logo on it, and it was just assumed that they had a connection. Well, now it's made clear that it was really Bangalore and crypto that had a connection all along. And now to make it clear, this all happened in the year 2727 when crypto and Bangalore were working together, meaning the Forever Family trailer has not happened yet, which means crypto is not in the run, and that makes complete sense because this lets us know that crypto's starting to either investigate the syndicate or has been investigating them for a while. But what happened is that crypto found some old files and one of them contained a message from Jackson. Now, for the longest time, a lot of people thought that Jackson had died, but in the Pathfinder's quest book, Bangalore tells us that every day Jackson puts on his jump pack every morning, and that she believes that he's out there somewhere, maybe on Solus. So Bangalore has believed for the longest time that Jackson is alive, so she went to the secret bunker in Singh's lab, where she was able to find this message from Jackson, where he was telling their parents that he misses them. Now, this is very interesting because Jackson looks like he's having the time of his life. Yet, for some reason, he's never tried to make contact with Bangalore, even though she's very famous in the Apex game. So something doesn't add up here, my legends, and I think I'll make this into a separate video because it's very interesting. So what happened next is that it just so happens that Boywalker was also investigating and Bangalore hid, and what happened is that she forgot to take the flash drive out. And I know a lot of people are going to say this is kind of stupid, but Boywalker, even though the flash drive was inserted in the system, she took it out for some reason and then put it back in, which explains this scene in Boywalker's trailer. Now, some people are gonna call it dumb and plot convenience, which I have to remind you that Lowell beating Revenant is canon. So something as little as this, I just go, sure, go ahead, just to keep the story moving. We now know why exactly Bangalore hates Wraith. Bangalore thought that Wraith was Boywalker and that she stole the flash drive that contained the video message of Jackson, where he's about to explain something very important. Now, for the people that are going to say, why didn't she say anything all this time? And that's because Bangalore was afraid that Wraith was gonna ask for something. Kind of weird, but sure. And so in the end, Wraith was able to convince Bangalore that they're kind of the same. They're both trying to find their family and they can use each other's help to do that. So they became partners again. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan how this happened real fast, but since they're limited in the comics, I understand, so sure. And it looks like the next chapter is going to be about Mirage, because the Marigolds is a song that his mom used to play in the piano. And so that's all I have to say, my legends. I'll see you all next time. Peace.
As I stumble in the dark, I wish shattered, 'cause I'm finally unbreakable. Can I wish to ever know what's the color of my soul? Even when inside I feel like I'm hurt so bad,